Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Going to be doing a video today. It's going to be about the Divine Feminine. So this is going to be a video for the Divine Feminine. Thank you for your patience in me sending out videos this week. I think it would be interesting to see what comes through in terms of messages. I've called in for Mother Mary is coming through now, but I specifically called Mary Magdalene, so Maria Magdalena, Mary Magdalene to come through for us, the Divine Feminines, at this time. I do feel like this is going to be quite a lengthy reading, so if you would like to grab a cup of coffee, tea, beverage, and just get cozy and get situated as well, because I feel like this is going to be quite an immense one. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes as well, your subscriptions. It really does help the channel as well, because it helps other people be able to find my content, basically. You may be seeing me with my long sleeve. This is my long sleeve. It says cristalfischetti.com on it, and it's got a piece of my artwork on here. And it's funny because this is actually a section of one of my paintings called Hugs a Grateful... what is it? Hugs a Grateful... I can't remember now. It's like, even my paintings, the titles of my works, I forget the titles of them, just like as I channel. It'll come through again. I'm not going to edit this part of the video, but it will come through again, I'm sure, in this video. Yeah, let's see what comes through. Okay, so I'm going to take myself out of the equation here, and I'm going to call in guides, ancestors, angels, and Mary Magdalene again to come through with messages for the Divine Feminine at this time, which is so needed. Thank you so much for the collective. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do feel the presence of Jesus Christ as well, Yeshua, just behind me too. I'm also hearing Metatron, Archangel Michael as well, Archangel Uriel as well. Archangel Sandalphon as well is here. Archangel Raphael is here. The Overseer is here. So Spirit. I'm also seeing some animals as well. Giraffes, dolphins, hippos. What are those? Badgers. What are those creatures called? There's a squirrel as well. There's also an ant. There's like some small insects, ladybirds. Now, oh, I just got a shake. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's very strange. Yeah, some birds as well, some big birds, but they're not birds of prey. I'm seeing sort of like an Eden, a paradise, yeah. I just heard Paradise Lost as well. Paradise Regained. Okay, so that's kind of interesting, that came through. So let's see. So guys, where would you like me to go in this reading? Which cards would you like me to choose first? Let's go straight to the Major Arcana. Okay, so before we do, we're going to also use the Moonology deck as well. So let's have a look. Let me just get comfortable as well. You know, I like to move around and get settled, so... Okay. Wow. Oh dear. This has been coming up quite a lot. The Death card. The Death card has been coming up a lot in my readings. And I know that a lot of other tarot readers as well, this card has been coming up a lot. A lot of the divine feminines, okay, I'm going to talk, they're saying talk universally. A lot of the collective have been going through transformation at this time. Have been going through a lot of transformative energies, death and destruction. I'm hearing endings as well. But with endings, there's always a new beginning, right? Let's get one more, please. With endings, there's new beginnings. Some of you have also experienced complete deaths as well. Some of you have experienced people dying as well around you. Situations dying. Let's get some. I feel like there's just one for that. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, there's just one major arcana here. Let's have a look at the immunology. What's this guy? Please be honest. Okay, we've got two. So it says hold your vision, fixed moon, and a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo here. So let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay, that's interesting. So I do see that there is I feel like this is kind of a sense of divine feminines are being asked to have hope. We'll keep going on with the reading, but there's hold on to your vision here. Hold your vision. Death. New moon in Virgo here. A time to give rather than take. So Virgo is all about the healer. It's all about health. It's all about animals as well. It's all about analyzing, going within. The Virgo is Venus. The Virgo is the divine feminine, because Virgo is ruled by the planet Venus. So this is the divine feminine. This is a divine feminine reading, and so we have the divine feminine turning up here. So this is, I'm also seeing the painting Botticelli and Venus coming out of a shell as well. And we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer is also the divine feminine as well. It's the energy of femininity. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we have moon receptivity as well as giving here, with a time to give rather than take. So maybe there's been now an ending of giving, divine feminines, and now there's a need to receive here, and also to know that you and your loved ones are safe with or without you, with or without this death that has occurred, with or without this ending that may have occurred in a situation, a partnership, a relationship, a job, a family dynamic, people that are in your family who you, obviously that your loved ones who have passed on, they're safe. Wherever they are safe. I feel like divine feminines are in a moment of receptivity, or needing to receive, are needing to know that they need to hold their vision at this time, and know that there is. I just get this energy, this sense, this message that you and your loved ones are safe without you at this time. I just feel like the divine feminines have been giving a lot, and I feel like there needed to be an ending of this overgiving, oversharing, maybe being overly available. Virgo is also about coming into oneself in order to retreat and find the light within, find the truth within, find the understanding within. Find the wisdom within, find the comfort within, right? I also do see that this full moon in Aquarius that has just taken place. I'm not sure when I'll be posting this video, but it has taken place very recently. There is a need to complete a cycle. Full moons do talk about endings as well. Full moons talk about deaths, endings, closures, completeness, you know, things coming through cycles, cycles ending, right? But with endings, there's also beginnings. With death, there's also beginning. I'm also getting this energy of hope here. So hold on to your vision. And there's a time to give rather than take. We'll go with the tarot now, and I will read the cards, the oracle cards at the end. Okay, so Divine Feminines, please we get messages for Divine Feminines at this time. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Wow. 8 of Cups. So there's been a lot of disappointments at this time, or the time that you're tuning into this video. By the way, all of my videos, all of my readings on abstract medicine, on my abstract medicine playlists are completely timeless. So it doesn't matter when you... sorry, let me just clean the lens, one sec. There you go. When you tune into this video, or when you tune into my videos, they're completely timeless. So the 8 of Cups, there's a lot of pain here, a lot of helplessness energy, a lot of pain. Let's have a look at this. This is also 8 is also about karma. Number 8 is also the energy of mastery, of accomplishments, external motions. So maybe there's been some external motions or things that you may have accomplished as well, or you thought you were going to accomplish, but there was an ending. Maybe there were some external factors here, external situations that were out of your control, and you had a vision of how it would look like or how it would come to pass. And yes, in a way it has come to pass, but it has come to pass in a way that you were least expecting it, but it had to end, because the Death card does talk about something that is inevitable, an ending that needs to take place here. And the 8 does talk about karma. The Death card is number 13, something may have taken place on the 13th of this month. Oh, hello. There's my spirit guide. So, well, my animal guide, I just saw my friend the crow. So he took a really slow flight past my window, and we locked eyes here. We locked our vision. So thank you so much. So yeah, they're coming through. The crows are coming through as well. You might be seeing crows, ravens too. We have the number 5. So the 5 of Wands talks about conflict, arguments, competition. There may have been some external factors here, involving competitive energies here, that maybe you were giving to. Maybe you were giving your energy. Maybe you were giving your energy. Maybe you were over-giving. Because Virgo does talk about the healer, talks about the mother, right? Talks about the hermit as well, the monk, someone who needs to retreat in order to give less and heal less, to give less, but and also to be able to heal themselves, because this person, the Divine Feminine, has been overgiving and has been healing others, and is needing to close her eyes here. Yeah, is needing to close her eyes and just go within, put a garland of flowers around her head and just anoint herself and bless herself with love, care, healing, and attention. And so, Divine Feminines, you might be closing out your vision that maybe you had for a while, and you're needing to go up that mountain. You know, maybe you're needing to go within and just for a short while, for however long it takes, in order to heal yourself here, because there's disappointments here with the 8 of Cups. With the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, there's competitive energy here, changes, challenges, arguments, Lots of fire and water here. There you go. Thank you, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. We have the Empress here. This is the Divine Feminine. So, by the way, you know, as you probably know from my readings when I channel, what I'm channeling is true. What I'm experiencing is true in the fifth dimension. When you know something, you know, as a divine feminine, as a high priestess, when you know something to be true, you just know it on an internal level. And a lot of you divine feminines, or a lot of you females or feminines, so feminine energies, regardless of gender, are starting to really understand that you're coming into your own here. You're coming into your integrity, you're coming into your divinity. Just like the divine masculine energy, the reading that I posted out a couple of weeks ago, the divine masculine is understanding, you know, their divinity, and the divine feminine is rising up to their own divinity as well. So some of you who already come into this maturity, come into this awareness, ascension of your divine femininity, right? Which means that, yes, of course you are nurturing, but you've also got your ish together, you know? You're not going to be over-giving to people, connections, situations. The Empress, the divine feminine, knows their worth. They know themselves. They know what they're able to give, you know, in terms of their bloodline, in terms of their ancestry, their family, their beauty, their attention, even their cooking as well. I'm seeing someone who's cooking, nurturing. This is the lady of the house, the home and the hearth, the lady that is the goddess. This is someone who is out of this world, ethereal. So this is, the Empress is Taurus energy and Virgo energy entwined, so very feminine, loves luxurious things or experiences, or likes to be comfortable, loves to be nurtured, loves to be nourished, loves to be taken care of, loves to take care of others as well, but this is all in balance. I haven't seen this before, but with the three, I'm also seeing the Empress that has, this is like a three strikes you're out situation as well, I'm picking up on. So there could have been something for the divine feminine where there had been three situations or two situations prior, maybe relationships, marriages even, because the Empress is also a married person, married to their divinity, God, truth, source, but also the counterpart is the Emperor. Yeah, so it's their match. But maybe, as I said before, a lot of you are coming into this. This does talk about union as well, spiritual union with your divine masculine. But Mary Magdalene is just urging me to just focus on divine feminine, because divine feminine, I feel like you've been giving and focusing on your divine masculine and other situations as well that have really caused a lot of disappointment. This death has also caused emotional disappointment as well, emotional pain, emotional loss, arguments as well, anger. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? Death is being clarified by death here. I'm telling you, I'm not making it up here. Whatever I'm channeling, whatever is coming through and being validated by the cards. If you know tarot, then you know that what I'm saying is true here. I'm not making it up. Look, I'm just, going to be real with you, again, as I always am on this channel, right? I'm not here to sugarcoat things, and I'm not here to just get likes and shares, really. I do say it is good to get likes and shares, and for you to subscribe to the channel so that other people are able to hear the messages and they can get guided. But I don't really care about how many people I reach, really. I just, in terms of like on a I need to be popular sort of thing. I don't mean it like that. If you understand what I mean, you understand. You know, if you're offended with what I'm saying, then you don't understand what I'm talking about. And if you're offended with what I'm bringing to you in the content that I'm bringing, whether here on this channel and also in the world out there, then you don't understand who I am. And I feel like a lot of you divine feminines are also coming into that awareness that there needs to also be an ending of friendships, ending of situations, people, cycles, mental patterns as well. But an ending, there needs to be an ending of conflict maybe in the mind, conflict with people. Five of Wands is conflict, arguments, conflict in the heart space as well, because you deserve better, you deserve everything. The Empress is the ultimate woman, it's the ultimate divine feminine, it's the ultimate goddess, right? So there has been a double ending here. There could have been someone else who may have experienced an ending that you are in a connection with as well. Some people take a while to awaken to the high-level soulmate spiritual connection. It's usually the divine masculine that takes a long time. What is it that we need to hear for divine feminines, please? Thank you, Spirit. Two of Wands. This seems to be the happiest card, the visually most happy card, right? Two of Wands is about partnering up, coming together, partnerships, relationships, partnerships in work, partnerships in terms of romantic partnerships. Two minds coming together, two forces coming together, two flames coming together here. One path in one direction and the other path in another direction coming together. Two paths merging, two people, two individuals, two sparks of light, two flames. And this is when I talk about the twin flame journey. This is what it is. It's two people coming together. Maybe you came together with your divine masculine for a while and there was an ending and there has been a partition. There's been an ending, there's been a death here for them, and there's been a death for you. There's been an ending for them, and there's been an ending for you. Let's clarify the new moon in Cancer, please. New moon in Cancer does talk about motherhood as well. Thank you, Spirit. And the Empress is also the mother as well. You could be pregnant at this time. Maybe some of you have had losses in terms of pregnancy. I am sorry to hear that. I am seeing that here in the cards. And this is something that you've been fixated on, but there has been an ending in this. Maybe you've tried quite a few times, but I do see that there you are trying with your partner again. And you've been battling, you've been confused, you've been arguing with your partner as well. It's like this person, this divine feminine, doesn't even want to deal with people, doesn't even want to deal with the amount of heartbreak and emotional pains that she's been dealing with. We have the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands. 5 and 2 is 7. So let's have a look at the numerology. Number 7 is all about experience and not rushing. Someone who is well-rounded, someone who has grown as well. Number 7 as well in terms of the major arcana is the Chariot. So the Chariot does like to advance. The Chariot is masculine energy. The Chariot is Cancer. New moon in Cancer here. The Chariot is Cancer and also Leo for me as a reader. The Chariot, I just heard the challenge. So maybe the challenge has been advancing a connection, advancing towards having children, advancing to the mother that you want to be for yourself. The challenge has maybe been advancing towards being a mother, being a wife. I'm just heard being a wife and not a mistress. That's what I'm hearing from Mary Magdalene. Thank you. So that is what I'm seeing here. There's also been a lack of movement, but I wouldn't say a lack. There's been a definite ending. It's been a definite ending. Bottom of the deck, Daughter of Pentacles. So maybe some of you have been caring for your mother at this time. Daughter of Pentacles is a daughter, right? Page of Pentacles. Maybe you have sent a message and there's been an ending in giving of your energies. The Pentacles does talk about physical things of a physical nature, things that are grounded, a seed that's been planted. Maybe there's been an ending of this, and maybe you actually do have a daughter as well. This is confirmation that this is your reading. If you are a mother at this time, you do have a daughter. And we have the Ace of Wands. So, Divine Feminines, we have the Ace of Wands, which does talk about a spark, initiation, initiation in a spiritual sense, new beginnings, death to new beginnings, possibly. Let's have a look at the Kim Krantz book, because I like to see what she reads. Before I do, I'd like to, because I said the 7 of Wands here, didn't I? So the 5, 6, and 7 of Wands, and with one more, that's an 8. So we have 8 Wands here. So the 7 of Wands is 5 and 2, 7, is courage and inner strength. So a single wand stands up tall, ablaze with light. The others fall away in shadow. So Divine Feminines, you're being recognized for standing out from the crowd here. And you're having an ending with having to compete with other females because you're different. You are courageous, you have inner strength, and you have a spark about you that even if you're not necessarily presently aware of it, others do feel your energy, others know your worth, maybe even before you even understand that yourself. Maybe that's why they compete against you. Maybe that's why Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene are saying absolutely yes. This is why they compete against you. This is why they compete for your attention. This is also, sexual interest as well. This is why other people compete and vie for your attention. But you stand out from the crowd. You're different. Your light shines brighter than everyone else. I'm hearing shine bright like a diamond as well. The others fall away in shadow. So a lot of other people are falling away. There are people that are falling away from your environment, competitive, disappointing energies. They're falling away from your environment and they're falling into their own shadow. The Death card and the Death card doubled as clarification as well is can talk about the death of the ego, can talk about a dark night of the soul as well. So some of the people around you are going through a dark night of the soul. They're going into their shadow, and they're really, when I talk about these things, again, this isn't some pop spirituality channel that I'm doing here. By the way, I was encouraged by Amy Satori, who's an amazing Divine Feminine. Amy Satori, in her last reading, I felt that she was speaking to me, encouraging me to do this video today. And a lot of you are being encouraged to really step into your divine femininity, divine feminines, about having the courage to have that inner strength. You are already rooted and you're very strong. You have that, all of that experience, all of that wisdom. You have a family tree within you that is waiting to flourish, but is hidden at this time. So a lot of you who are wanting a family, you are going to have it. But there needs to be this ending of people around you who have been vying for attention, trying to compete, trying to also creating destruction and disappointment, around you as well. So it says the Seven of Wands, you'll not find any strength or support from others. What did I say? Only yourself. So I said at the very beginning, you're only going to find the support and healing as you take this time away, as you withdraw from the world. Virgo energy, the Hermit. Taurus energy as well, Empress does talk about grounding, needing to nourish yourself, eating the right foods, making sure that you're eating well. I haven't. And I've been having to force myself to, because of this situation that I'm personally going through as well. So it's time to truly be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So you may feel overwhelmed with caution and fear, but your internal fire will guide the way. So that internal fire, that light and truth will guide the way towards you speaking up for your truth, you speaking up and doing your own channel if you're tarot readers. You being encouraged, like Amy Satori had encouraged me to come up today and do this reading. You're also being encouraged to stand up and be that Ace of Wands, that you know deep within you that you are this. And others know that already. This is why they compete for your attention. This is why they compete. Five of Wands, scattered, lack of focus, lost. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict. You may find yourself scattered, distracted, tending to everything and nothing. So what did I say? There's been an ending of you tending to everything and nothing, tending to other people's needs. There's been an ending of that. There had to be. If you haven't experienced that already, there will be a definite ending. Ending. No, ending, you know? There's been an ending of tending to other people's wants, needs as well. So since wands deal with our dreams and goals, it usually means this conflict resides within. Your energy moves outward in many directions, yet you are suffering inside. Take this card as a warning. Find ways to bring calm and focus to your mind, or these troubles will only increase. So wands, for me as a reader, talk about fire, talk about inflammations as well, especially with the Five of Wands. There's a lot of scattered energy where this could involve, inflammations like cold sores, ulcers, even stomach pains, vomiting, diarrhea. There needs to be calm here. This does talk for me as the sacral chakra as well. We could have a look at the psychic tarot about this in terms of your health. Yeah, we could do that. And there needs to be a calming of this energy here. Let's have a look at the the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups being, yeah. So I just talked about health. The Eight of Cups is ill health, stagnation. The Eight of Cups sends an urgent message to pack your bags and move on. There is no hope of rekindling what's been lost. You must start anew. This card also points to phases of illness and physical stagnation. So I talked about hopelessness energy. So there has been something that you were hoping for, that you were holding your vision for, and there's been an ending, and there's a time now to move on. Yeah, there's a time to move on from that. There is no hope of rekindling what's been lost. You must start anew. So if you thought that you were going to rekindle a situation, it's been dead. Rekindle a relationship, rekindle a connection, it's been dead. There's been an ending. A major ending. Because you must start anew. This card also points to phases of illness and physical stagnation. The message could not be more clear. Nothing good remains for you here. Lift your eyes to the horizon and let your feet lead you forward. So some of you have been trying in a connection and you've been blinded as well. And you've been giving and giving and giving to a situation, a connection in particular, Divine Feminines. But you know that there was, like, you have to move on from this. Because you've been pushing a boulder up a hill, up a mountain even. And it's been hard work. And it's caused stagnation as well, I would say. So you need to lift your eyes to the horizon and let your feet lead you forward. This does talk about grounding as well, needing to ground your energy. I just looked at the timer. We do have the Ascended Masters here. I just saw 333. So the Ascended Masters are here. So Mother Mary is an Ascended Master. For me, as a healer, Mary Magdalene is an Ascended Master as well. Kuan Yin as well is coming through. Let's have a look at the Empress. The Empress. Beautiful, Divine Feminines. Creation. Nature, the Mother. The Empress is the mother or the goddess of the tarot. Her energy encompasses all that is warm, fertile, creative, and sensual in the world. Her strength comes from being gentle and compassionate. So being gentle and compassionate within yourselves as well, Divine Feminines. Being loving as well for yourself as well is needed at this time. And loving without binding. This does talk about unconditional love as well. So when this card appears, it's pointing to either a maternal relationship in your life or the side of yourself that wants to love more. So that's what I'm saying, is that you were giving to a connection where you weren't receiving. And now it's time to move on from that habit, that way of doing it, things, and receive. It's time to receive. This is also your natural state as well, Divine Feminines, to love. To love unconditionally, to love without binds. Boundless love, right? But when you're giving it to the people around you who are not reciprocating, then there is a message here to stop. And I know for a lot of you this is going to be difficult because a lot of you just give because you don't expect anything else, and that's perfectly normal in the Divine Feminine state. But the reality is that when you give your energy to people who just are not deserving, you feel sick, you feel exhausted, you feel like you want to withdraw because you're giving. You're giving to people, a person, you may be even giving to a mother, or very, very strong Scorpio energy here as well, Taurus as well, and Virgo energy here in particular. But you know, that could be something relevant to someone, and Cancer energy here as well. But you could be giving to a mother figure as well, who just at this time is just not deserving your time and attention, your energy. What you need to do is you need to focus on your loving and nurturing your Divine Feminine within you, the mother within you. Nurture you, like, give all of what you've been giving to others and reflect that and turn that back inwards to yourself and to your heart and start to really get grounded and root down here, Divine Feminines. There's a need to turn away from the world and come into yourself here. So the Empress also suggests it's time for you to reconnect with nature. Go outside tonight and find the moon. Very interesting, because we did have a full moon in Aquarius. Let's have a look at the Death card in the Kim Krantz. The Death card, number 13. 13 and 13. 13 and 13 is 26. 6 and 2 is 8. Karma. Things... There's also people that are receiving their karma at this time as well. We'll get into it further with the tarot, but I just want to see number 13. Can't seem to find it. Here it is. Death card, yeah? Closure. Transformation. So there's a need to move on from and move away from disappointments and to find closure. If you haven't had that closure, then you're needing to find that within yourself. And I feel like there's need to accept that. A lot of you are finding it difficult and are resisting having that closure as well. No one loves the sight of the death card in a reading. We spend most of our lives denying death altogether. So when this card appears, it's easy to get frightened or think it's bad. Don't let the drama distract you from the message. Something in your life needs to end. It needs closure. This will happen voluntarily or involuntarily. Either way, you feel a positive transformation begin after the initial forms of suffering have passed. So yes, there has been suffering, there has been pain, there has been possibly conflict, challenges as well. And there is a need to have closure here. If you're listening to my videos, you're getting the confirmation through my videos that whatever you're experiencing and you've been worried about or concerned about or had a question about, regardless if you've booked a private reading with me, this is your confirmation that closure is needing to take place. Okay? Ace of Wands. Let's have a look at the let's have a look at the Two of Wands and then the Ace of Wands. They're also wanting me to say 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they want me to add up that too. So I hope that I can remember that. Two of Wands, this one here, right? Determination, direction. So yeah, you have been very determined. You have had a lot of direction towards something. But then you have been holding your vision, but there has been an ending in this vision. With the Two of Wands, it's clear you're on your way to success. You focus on a goal and have boldly pointed all efforts in that direction. Since the Suit of Wands deals heavily with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically towards yourself. So a lot of you are saying, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve true love, I don't deserve a partnership, I don't deserve the best for me, I don't deserve to, you know, meet people eye to eye, you know, soul to soul, body to body, mind to mind. I don't deserve being able to find the one, you know, find the same person that speaks my truth as well, find a familiarity as well. You know, this is negative self-talk, and this needs to end. Okay. Since the Suit of Wands deals with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically towards yourself. What is the quality and tone of your thought? Mostly positive or negative? I guarantee you, Divine Feminines, a lot of you have been going through some negative self-chat. I have myself. I'm not perfect at all. How well do you treat yourself on the journey to your highest dreams? Yeah, how are you treating yourselves? How are you treating yourselves towards this journey, towards your highest dreams that could talk about a partnership eventually? It could be with someone else that maybe this is not the person that you thought you were thinking about as a long-term investment, a long-term goal, there had to be an ending with this person, and this person may not be that person that you we're going to use the romance angels in a sec, that you're meant to be with. And this could be you moving into a new direction and moving on into a new situation here. We're going to clarify all of these. Again, I have no idea how long this reading is already. And so keep your thoughts positive is what I'm saying here, because either way, death is coming. It comes to all of us. Endings come to all of us, right? And with the Ace of Wands, there is expansion, inspiration as well. An extremely high energy card. A lot of this before is very low energy. I wouldn't say low vibration. I'm picking up on low energy, depletion, exhaustion, conflict, challenges, This is very high energy, the Ace of Wands. An extremely high energy card. So it's converting that negative into positive. It's transmuting death into a new beginning. It's transforming. Alchemy. I wouldn't be surprised if the Magician comes through as well in this reading. It's needing to see the truth within. It's needing to go away from drama as well and go within to yourself in order to see the truth, the light of all things as well. To gain power again, gain your power back. Your ideas and outlook will expand and creativity seems endless. This fertile time can also have literal meanings. A pregnancy or birth may be on the horizon. What did I say, people? I said that some of you have been trying for children, some of you have been unsuccessful, and I am sorry to hear that. I do see that here in the cards. But I do see that there is a path here where you'll be coming together with your husband or wife, person, and you'll be able to start again on this journey towards having a child, or a new journey, or even this is you moving away from a partnership, a relationship, a situationship that was complex. It's complicated, right? Situation. Into moving away and moving on and moving into a new journey with someone else and having a new beginning with someone else and having a new beginning and having a child with that person, being a mother, Marriage material, I'm hearing. So though it's thrilling to embark on your new journey, your good judgment is needed more than ever, so don't rush into it. I did talk about not rushing in with number 7, having experienced number 7 here. Let's have a look at 8 as well, because I remember I said let's add up 5, 2, 7 and 8 here. So let's have a look at the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is sudden movement or change. So whatever has been stagnant had to end. And had to close out. And you had to move away from that stagnation. And you're moving on to a journey of change, transformation, new beginnings, new births, new birth of ideas as well, partnerships in love and in work as well, right? And this does talk about sudden movement. Number 8, 8 of Wands is sudden movement or change. So I spoke about the 7 in terms of numerology being, don't rush right now, don't rush a thing, try to get grounded. You're being more well-rounded through the experiences that you've been experiencing as well, and you're becoming more grounded, more well-rounded as well. But number 7 also talks about the major arcana of the Chariot, advancement and progression. And so whatever has been stagnant and has been slow-moving energy, there's a feeling here where there's a movement towards eventual new birth, new beginnings, and then eventual sudden movement or change, and that's a hint from Spirit that's coming through. The 8 of Wands strikes like lightning. It's a card of news, change, or clarity in an unresolved situation. Okay, so you're going to be getting the clarity that you want. You're going to be getting that clarity. You're going to be getting that resolve. You know, you're going to be getting news. I would say it's positive news. You might hear from an old friend out of the blue, or receive some surprising news that shifts the direction of your course. Some of you may have already experienced that sudden shift, that sudden change. But for me as a reader, the Eight of Wands is a positive card. I don't see it as being a destructive, painful card. I think it's I've always seen the Eight of Wands as something that is positive. Eight of Wands is also Cupid's arrow as well. Cupid's arrows. It's good news in romance. It's good news in love, in general. So this card sometimes means literal movement is on the horizon, to be ready to travel if the opportunity arises. Some of you could be getting an opportunity to travel, move suddenly, travel suddenly, have an adventure, suddenly embark on a new journey, a new adventure, right? Some of you are also, I don't feel like this is some of you. I feel like a lot of you are stepping into this energy. Let's get some clarification. Let's get some clarification on these disappointments. This need to move on and move away. Okay, thank you. So yeah, move away from love here. And I did talk about Cupid's arrows. So we have Amore. And we have the Four of Cups. So it's moving away from holding a grip or holding your vision about how love is meant to be, as well, is what I'm seeing here. I just want to have a look at this one sec. Just 1 second. It's funny because the Four of Cups by Kim Krantz, she has an interesting point of view about it, with the Four of Cups here in Amore, in La Sibilla. So it says here greed and discontent. And she says an outsider would look upon your life and see supportive relationships, pleasures, and even a bit of luxury, right? So maybe you are in a relationship, or you have been in a situation where on the outside, maybe through social media as well, because remember, we had 5, 2, and Ace adding up to 8 does talk about travel. For me, also talks about social media as well. So maybe on social media you've been posting pictures about your partnership, or just generally that your single life is amazing, and or that you're going out with someone and everything is dandy and it's great. But on the outside it looks like you have supportive relationships and pleasures and even luxury, but you don't see it that way. Instead, there's discontent. Maybe within, there seems to be like a front that you are in love and that you're happy and that you're joyful and everything's all good and that you're grounded and that you're having this equal give and take on the outside of it. And it's healthy. It's a healthy connection. But actually deep down it's not healthy, or it's disappointing, and you're even considering moving away from this person that you're with or you're connected with as well. This reading is not going to resonate with everyone. This is a general reading. This is not a private individual reading. But what I do see here is I'm tapping into energies, I'm drawing out the energies from the cards, that I'm tapping into a specific energy that you may be experiencing or people around you. So pay attention to what's going on around you as well. I have been experiencing that around me as well. So this is why I'm doing this reading today, because I've experienced it on a personal sort of level, but also I've been seeing it around me. The people that I love and care for have also been experiencing discontent. So, I mean, like we all do at some point in our life, but to a point where I'm seeing that there's a universal shift happening in a collective. There's a universal ending that's happening of pretending that everything's okay when it's not. Okay. Anyway, but you don't see it that way. Instead, there's discontent, apathy, and even greed for more. The Four of Cups warns not to take your situation for granted. So someone could have even taken you for granted, or this connection for granted, Divine Feminines. That could be a possibility. Someone may have even... Mary Magdalene is saying yes. Yes, they have. They thought that you could be taken for a ride. They didn't see your true strength. They didn't see, if they didn't know who you are or who you were, they know now. Okay. Maybe they were apathetic to the connection. Maybe they were, especially with greed and a time to give, and then the Eight of Cups talks about there needing to have been an ending about you giving to a connection to someone who was apathetic to it, was not deserving of your giving, your help, your healing, your love, your attention, your time, your energy, your sentiments, your advice, your embraces, whatever it was. The Four of Cups warns not to take your situation for granted or the people who supported you along the way. Look around you. What are you truly longing for? And name it. So yeah, name what you truly want and what you're longing for. But yeah, I think with Amore, there's also 84 here, could be significant. This could be the year of your birth. 8 and 4 is 10. 10 does talk about endings and completions as well. And we have number 9 with 45. 4 and 5 is 9. So very difficult endings here are taking place at this time. Okay, let's have a look at the 5 of Wands, please, Spirit. Wow. La Riunione. So, and we have the 8 of Wands here. Can you see that? Well, you probably can't see that. But we have the 8 of Wands. Otto di Fiori is the 8 of Wands. La Riunione, number 60, and number 4. So there does seem to have been a reunion or reconnection with someone in terms of love, and there was fast communication or a lot of messages that had taken place within this communication. And I do see that there is a female here. You know, I always see this card as, look, you may want to sit down because I've got some news to tell you. Good, bad, or whatever it is, you know. So this Divine Feminine has sat down and received the messages. They are now needing to stabilize with number 4 and get grounded here with the Empress card as well. Number 60 does talk about balancing their energies. Let's have a look at number 4 in terms of numerology. 4 does talk about material completion, stability, and foundation. Maybe you even had a marriage, maybe you were even married to this person. The Empress does talk about a married woman, as I mentioned before, a mother as well. Maybe you had a strong connection with this person. We have 4 and 4 here, where you may have really felt like you had a solid foundation with this person, and it came to pass, you had to move on. Okay, this could have been a separation needed, a divorce, a need for no contact, you know, something like that. And you're now needing to balance out your energies here with number 6. Let's have a look back on number 5, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, this communication had left you feeling scattered, maybe even confused, you know, because the lack of focus is confusion. and lost as well. So divine feminines, whatever communication was expressed, you felt very confused because you even judged your own intuition, your own intuitive abilities. Virgo is also the spiritual teacher as well. The Empress is the mother, is very maternal as well, and the new moon in Cancer does talk about maternal energies, psychic energies as well. Water energies is psychic, empathic, compassionate energy, but also the energy of knowing something. This is all of this adding up to the High Priestess, knowing something as something to be true. That you didn't want to fear as an untruth. You didn't want to fear as being wrong. You didn't want to doubt your intuition. And I feel like there has been something here where you may have doubted your intuition on account of this communication that was sent, or communication that was delivered here. Okay. I said we have a look at the Eight of Wands. So Otto di Fiori is, in terms of the major arcana, it's the Strength card, willpower and strength. So you're needing to strengthen up yourself, become less weak, balance out your energies, stabilize, get grounded as well, and feel whole again and not feel lost. Let's have a look at what's the new moon? Okay, yeah. So we have Prigione. So this new moon in Virgo card, about giving and not receiving, basically a time to give rather than take. I feel like this is something that was programmed or was something in your mind that was telling you to give. This does also talk about patriarchal programming as well, particularly for females, where we are being told to give, be the advisor, be the carer, be like, it's like a default, de facto, especially during the pandemics as well. It's like we're always going to be available, and it's just not always. That's not actually meant to be a universal truth. You know, feminines also need to be looked after, need to be cared for, regardless if they may even be showing on the outside as a front that they're strong. They are deserving of love as well, and care and attention and kindness, honesty, truth, empathy, not apathy, not people that are taking energies from them. We have the Nine of Picche, Nine of Swords here. So Nine of Swords is all about mental anguish, you know, mental anguish, a time that is a need to heal wounds, and having a guilty conscience as well. So the Nine of Swords is about maybe the divine feminines. It's not a maybe. Spirit is telling me not to say maybe. This is a definite thing, that the divine feminines have had a guilty mindset. If they don't give and if they're not available, they feel guilty about it. And this is not true. This is wrong. This is wrong is what I'm hearing. This is wrong. And so they're in this mental pattern. They're also, you know, pay attention to your thoughts as well. Like, are you giving yourself negative talk? You know, like, are you saying I am not worthy and all of these things, you know? So the divine feminine is needing to change their patterns here and get unstuck and move on and move away from negative self-talk here, and also heal as well. We have number 14 here, and we have number 70. That could be significant to you. Number 14 in the tarot is the Temperance card, which comes after the Death card, by the way, in the major arcana. So it does talk about a very strong need to balance out your energies, and also does talk about reciprocation as well. Like, are you giving? Are you bringing back? Are you receiving what you're giving? Is there an equal give and take? And I feel like this is something that you have felt guilty of receiving that, or even admitting to yourself, Divine Feminines, that you were also deserving of that reciprocation here. Let's have a look at the Death card, please. Thank you. La Speranza. This card always reminds me of sort of like a Leo energy, the Strength. Strength card, willpower. Divine Feminines, you're being asked to muster up as much strength. I'm also seeing the Nine of Wands in my mind's eye as well. It's really difficult. It's really hard. I know it's very, very difficult to feel unstuck, to accept an ending, to accept death. With death, there's also a feeling of denial, feeling of anger, feeling of feeling numb, feeling exhausted, feeling tired, feeling confused, feeling lost, because there is a loss, whether it's physical or a situation, a relationship, a connection that you had with someone. But I see here that there is strength here that is needed during this, after this ending. So Speranza, number 77, is an angel number, so have a look at that. We also have number 8 here. We have number 8, Otto di Coppe, 8 of Cups in the tarot here for this card, the Sibilla. Speranza does talk about hope, and I can't help but think that there is also, hold your vision, because there is still hope on the other side of this transformative ending that is turning into hope. Whatever you've been feeling that you felt hopeless about, it's turning into hope. New beginnings as well. I didn't even realise we have the 8 of Cups here and the 8 of Cups here. So there is hope after moving on. There is hope after closure. There is hope after emotional pain. There is hope after needing to take a chance and move forward. There is hope. Don't feel hopeless. Yeah. Okay. So there is a need to muster up your courage and your strength here after this completion, after this death, after this ending. Let's have a look at the Hold Your Vision card, please, Vera. Thank you. Thank you. La Donna di Servizio. So, yeah, we have someone who is giving here. Someone who is in service. La Donna di Servizio is a maid. So someone who is caring, someone who is giving as well. So have you been over-giving, Divine Feminines? I see that you have been. And then needs to be an ending of that. So we have Hold Your Vision. We have number 21. So 21 does talk about the World card in the Major Arcana. It does talk about harmony and endings, completions as well. Also talks about fulfillment and also peace as well. So Hold Your Vision, there is going to be peace after pain, after this death, after this ending, after this connection has ended, and you're moving into peace, you're moving into taking courage to move away from, it's the need to accept. We have, what was it? Otto di Quadri, so the 8 of Pentacles. So, hold your vision. There could be a sweet friend who would like to give to you, a female friend in particular, who would like to give to you and care for you and look after you as well. And this provides you a lot of peace as well. We have number 53, which is 8, so adding up to 8 again. There's a lot of 8s here already so far in this very in-depth Divine Feminine energy sort of reading, and it does talk about strength and willpower, courage. You know, this does talk about maybe getting fit, maybe looking after your body, maybe, I don't know, strengthening your body as well. I also picked up on eating the right foods that strengthen your health as well. Virgo does talk about health as well. So Otto di Quadri, Eight of Pentacles. Let's have a look. I really like how Kim Krantz talks about the tarot. So the Eight of Pentacles is all about, you know, working towards your skills. So maybe hold your vision, focus on your work at this time, and give your energy to your work and perfect your skill set, perfect your craftsmanship as well. For those of you who are creatives, divine feminines, perfect it. You know, just keep working. But I also do see that there is yeah. Anyway, it says here in the Kim Krantz version, the Eight of Pentacles is this lovely card here with a spider web, and the spider is the divine feminine. It's the mother, the grandmother as well. So maybe you are tending to a mother or grandmother as well, and there's a need to be able to get someone in to help them as well. It's a side note, but the spider is a true master of her craft. She weaves against all odds with skill, intricacy, and confidence. The Eight of Pentacles requires a similar approach. Hone your skills. You are close to finding mastery at your craft, so strive for it. Pay attention to all the details. In some cases, this card means you need to find a new hobby, something you truly enjoy, start a project, become good at it. Some of you are being asked to, by Spirit, to start a new hobby as well and become really good at that hobby, that crafts, and become really skilled at it as well. Divine Feminines, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing it's going to provide you a lot of peace and comfort as well as you focus your attention onto that. And I feel like it's also going to provide you some stability as well. I feel like you'd be surprised with the money that you may actually be able to make out of it as you become more and more accomplished. Number 8 does talk about accomplishments as well. So becoming more and more accomplished and gained mastery in that too. Okay, let's have a look at the Empress, please. Thank you. There it is. That's the older lady. That's the grandmother energy that came through. So we have La Vecchia Signora. So, you know, divine feminines, you could be an older divine feminine, an elder. You could also be tending to a older person as well. And maybe, as I said before, there needs to be a carer to step in to look after them at this point, because you need to move on from being all things to all people is what I'm hearing. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. And your loved ones will be safe in the hands of this person, okay? This is also you gaining wisdom as well during this time. La Vecchia Signora is all about someone who is older and wiser. We also have the Due di Picche here, so the Two of Swords. You become wiser, you become more wise when you go within and blind your eyes to the world and go within and find the truth within yourself. You find the answers within yourself. If there's been confusion, scattered energy about making a decision as well, about should I move on, should I stay, should I go, there is wisdom that will come out of it. And I do see that there is the right choice that will be made here. Two of Swords has been coming up a lot in my readings. A lot. It's been coming up a lot in my private readings and in the general readings as well. It's been, again, it's a universal thing. A lot of people have been asked to choose the right path here, and a lot of people are finding wisdom here in choosing the right path. I actually would like to get a clarification on this before I continue, because I do see that this is also something universal in regards to these lockdowns as well. We have Prigione and La Vecchia Signora. One sec. Yeah. I see that there has been, during the lockdowns, there have been, you know, lots of anguish, lots of dark visions, but even this situation has created a lot of anguish. Kim Krantz says, and it's an extremely dark card, the Nine of Swords reveals the deepest shadows of the self. So a lot of, like, basically this whole COVID thing has really really forced us into shadow work, okay? It indicates insomnia, nightmares, and worries in the midnight hour. Divine Feminines, in this situation that you're going through on a personal level, but also what's been going on around you and also in the just what's going around on planet Earth at this time in terms of the pandemic, lockdowns, restrictions. It's caused a lot of dark visions to come through, and it's almost like you got lost in that drama, you got lost in the confusion, and so there's a need to retreat from the world and come in to yourself as well and find the truth of all things and not to worry. Often these states are accompanied by guilt. Do you remember how I spoke about guilt as well? So there was divine feminines. There's been this feeling of feeling guilty about giving to someone, to not give to someone or to not be available at all times, right? But there's an ending of this. If you haven't experienced that already, you will be experiencing an ending of overgiving, oversharing as well. I'm also hearing oversharing your content on social media. It's important to be very private about your personal matters because you have absolutely no idea who could be wishing ill of you, who could be spying on you, who could be wanting to manipulate you as well, whether you are up or you're down, whether you're happy or you're low. Like, there are people out there that are just not as giving as you, and there are people out there that just don't want the best for you, and that's just something that I have to state. Something that you have to know as well is that not all people are lovable people. Not all people are going to be the same in the way that you love and care for others. And it's heartbreaking, you know, it's heartbreaking, but that's just a fact of this world, you know. It's an unfortunate truth is what I'm hearing. Okay. Okay, so you'll be battling with yourself, so turn to others for help, find joy, and reach out. So there's also a need to reach out as well, divine feminines, and I feel like you have been gaining wisdom to do that as well. I don't think we need a clarification of that actually this time. I feel like that's been clarified. So let's have a look at the death card again, please. Thank you. Yeah, we have l'amante. So amante is you, divine feminines, coming across as the lover, right? So this is a romantic situation that I'm talking about as well, you know, where there has been an ending of a romantic situation, a romantic connection, or a potential for that, and you've gained wisdom to be careful of your heart as well. Scorpio energy is also about family wounds as well, and also the dark aspects of your childhood as well. So I do see that there are some issues here in terms of your childhood and motherhood. So there is something here about having to learn to love yourself. As I said before at the beginning, love yourself as the mother that you needed to have, or that you need to have, or that you want to have, or you want to be as well, the mother that you want to be, in order to heal some childhood issues and childhood traumas as well. Scorpio does talk about things coming up to the surface that you thought had ended. This does talk about traumas, pains, in relation to family as well. So I see that there is something here about that. And we have Nordici di Coppe, which doesn't really exist, doesn't really make any sense. But it's basically the Knight of Cups. Is that right? Yes. So it's moving towards loving yourself, to finding self-love within yourself here. Okay. Having an ending of giving your love to people who don't deserve it. Giving your pearls to pigs. Oh, we have a flipped card here. I didn't even realize. I didn't even see it, but I don't know what it is. There it is. So we have sacerdote. So sacerdote is about keeping the faith as well. You know, keeping the faith about love. We have 13 as well, so double, triple 13 here. You may have also experienced a string of bad luck as well. But there is a need to hold your vision and have faith and know that there is a change that is happening at this time, or there's a change coming, or there's a change brewing I'm hearing at this time that you may or may not realize currently. That's what I'm seeing here. This also does talk about the okay. So the 13 of swords would be 10 of swords. Okay, is a complete ending of betrayal, pain, yeah, completions of that. Painful, very, very painful, difficult endings as well. 11 would be the page. The 12 would be the knight. The 13 would be the king or queen as well. So I see that here, I feel like this is a priestess. I don't see this as being a priest, at least right now as I'm seeing it. I feel like you're going within into being your high priestess energy. By the way, divine feminines, if I haven't said this, you are coming across as very serene, very graceful, and very beautiful as well. I'm just hearing your masculine knows this as well, and sees this. But I see that you are going within and you have this, you're following your intuition, you're following your gut as well. You're following what you know on an intuitive level. That whatever has had to come to pass in the right way. And at this time, you're withdrawing to find out the answers that you need from spirit, meditation, prayer. Your dreams are also telling you things as well. You're becoming more and more in touch with your spirituality as well. You're becoming more confident, and you're gaining courage to go further within and embrace the spiritual occurrences that are happening for you at this time, and you're becoming more trusting of your spiritual journey as well. Your spiritual journey could be a divine connection, but it's also about you knowing that all things happen in the right way and that need to happen for the right reasons. There it is, disgrazia. And these right reasons are all about sudden destructions, changes, drama, pains, upheavals, suddenly leaving a relationship, suddenly leaving a home, suddenly leaving an office, suddenly leaving a place of work. Because it's divinely guided, Spirit is saying that all of these things are happening for the right reason and in the right way, is what I'm seeing here. Divine feminines. We have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords is lies, deceptions. There's a revelation about lies and deception as well. The Seven of Swords is things that are unjust, unfair, you know, failed plans that you've been fixated on, failed marriage, failed relationships, failed partnerships as well, because there's a lack of honesty as well, is what I'm seeing here. We have number 56, number 17 could be significant. Number 17 is actually the star card in the major arcana. So it does talk about healing, you know, a wish that you've wanted, a wish that you thought was going to be fulfilled, has ended up in like ashes in your hand, is what I'm seeing. This is quite very volcanic energy, very volcanic, sudden communication, sudden news coming through, that you were undecided about with the Two of Swords, and now you're needing to, and it was revealed, there was a sudden revelation, which was very explosive, and you're needing to heal that for yourself. You could have been a guiding light for someone, sure. You could have been a wish fulfillment, their guiding light, their long-term goal, even with the number 17, which is the star card. But there's a sudden destruction about this. Let's have a look at the Kim Krantz book and see how she interprets the Tower card. Unexpected upheaval. When the Tower card appears, it's time to brace yourself for change. That does speak about a lot of change and transformation that's taking place, right? The well-rooted tree that's been growing strong for decades is crashing down around you. Your own roots and your own foundations feel very wobbly and scattered as well. So your energy feels very like unstable as well. I'm also hearing Justin Bieber's Unstable song. One second. Okay, so there's a Justin Bieber song that is coming through, and it's coming through very, very strongly in my head. I tried to push you away. I think that's the words. I tried to ignore you. Da-da-da-da-da. Broken. Something about broken in pieces. You were my peace of mind. You were my peace of mind. But you know. You loved me when I was unstable. Never sure when I was unable to love myself, to trust myself. You were my peace of mind. So that's coming in very strong to me in my clairaudience, auditory senses. So I'm hearing that this is a divine masculine who has pushed the divine feminine away here, and this was very destructive for them too. This closure, this ending. Let's have a look at the divine feminines. Let's keep going with the but the thing is, divine feminines, you know this on a spiritual level. You know that the person that you are dealing with, the thing is that everyone has their own free will. You can't force people to do something that they're not ready to do, commit to something they're not ready to commit to, be something that you know that within them they could be. You can't force people to be that. You can't force people to change. You can't force people to do that. Do what you want. Say what you want as well. Because everyone has their own free will. And the divine feminine is not someone who is destructive. The divine feminine is not a karmic. Divine feminine is not someone who is manipulative. She can be pissed, of course. Yeah, she can be fed up with people taking advantage of her. I see that here. Explosive energy after having given, you know. They're wanting to retreat from the world. Divine feminines are wanting to retreat and come into themselves, because this also does talk about being single as well. Even though this phase is painful and confusing, it will be over soon. You'll look back and feel grateful things changed course. You might even see it as a personal breakthrough in the end. So what I was taught is, whenever there are breakdowns, there are breakthroughs. Let's have a look and see what this breakthrough is, because I feel I am having a hunch that this breakthrough is this Ace of Wands, this new beginning, this new mind, this new idea, this new inspiration, this new hobby even, this new path. Coming out of a partnership in order to become one with yourself, like truly in your divine goddess power. Let's have a look at the Ace of Wands, please. Spirit, thank you so much. Viaggio. This is a spiritual journey. Divine Feminines, this is a spiritual journey. You are being illuminated, and for me as a reader, this talks about coming into yourself here. Your spiritual journey, the awakening, ascension energy, coming into your divine energy here, your divine feminine energy, purely and truly. Maybe for the last time, yeah, as a consistent basis, as a consistent thing. I also want to say that the this King, Queen of Swords energy, I feel like it's the divine feminine who is guarded at this time, who's set boundaries as well. The Queen of Swords is having faith that it's also kind of putting your boundaries up, and it's blocking. You know, it's just no. Someone who has also had a lot of experience in love as well, in relationships too, and they've just had enough of pain. They've had enough of difficulties in love. This does also talk about the divorced person, someone who is in separation as well, someone who is sharp and perceptive, and double that up with the High Priestess energy as well, with Sacerdote. This is someone who's very intuitive. You'll often find the Mother of Swords putting her sharp perceptions to use as a therapist, doctor, or teacher. She's extremely experienced and knowledgeable in her field. Some think of her as all-seeing. There you go. This card can sometimes represent a woman going through a difficult time. She may be recently widowed or divorced. Death here. And we talked about death as a literal thing, but also an ending in a connection as well, or a relationship or a situation. She may be recently widowed or divorced, and usually without children. During this time, there's potential for her criticism to soar. Yes, so maybe there's been a lot of people that have been trying to talk badly about her as well, criticize her because of her strong boundaries as well. Because one minute she's being seen and perceived as being loving and caring and sweet, but with deep down within her, she's also feeling guilty that she's not giving to herself as she's been giving to others, because she's being seen in society and even in her own clan, her own group of people, that she's really caring, she's very sweet, she's very compassionate. But when she's had enough with something. You know, it means that she has to put boundaries, and some people just don't like that. They don't respect that either. Some people just don't care for that, for the divine feminine in this aspect, in this way, because they expect her to be there for all people, to be available for all people, to be in connection all the time, to be awake at all hours, to be on all the time, and to be switched on all the time is very exhausting, you know. So this Queen of Swords, this divine feminine, is needing to put her boundaries up, and of course there's a lot of criticism around her for having boundaries in the first place, or even they're seeing her true light in this sense. It's not that she's always like this. She's not a bitch, she's not. But she's she doesn't deserve to be treated in this way. She's a goddess. The divine feminine is a goddess. Let's have a look at Viaggio and the Three of Wands here. So we've got 2 and 3 here. We actually have the 3 of Wands here, so 2 and 3, and this is the 3 of Wands. This does talk about travel. This could be something where news could be coming towards you. You could be traveling, actually taking a journey, going on a holiday, right? Number 23 could be significant, by the way. 54 could be significant too. It does not have to be at all. But I'm just pointing these out as hints as well for you. I just saw 344 on the clock there as well. So 2 and 3, 23 is 5 big changes in your spiritual journey, in your ascension here, I would say. With number 9, difficult endings are needing to take place. There's also an energy of resistance as well, resisting to close out this cycle in order to become the divine empress that you are. You need to change these bad habits. People will recognize, even if it takes them decades, years, lifetimes as well. You need to know your own worth, divine feminines. You are precious beings, you're precious souls. You got it all. You're beautiful, you're talented, you're attractive, you work hard, you give, you're nurturing, you're a great friend, you're in touch with your spirituality, you're highly educated, you're stable, you're independent, super independent, you're complete, you have everything going for you, and you're wasting your time on people that just don't deserve you. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. If you know tarot, this is also something that you will be seeing as well. I'm not just picking out cards because I'm just making it up. I'm seeing it here in the cards as a reflection of what I'm just drawing the energy out physically through cards, right? So the Three of Wands, let's have a look at the Three of Wands. What does Kim Krantz say about the Three of Wands? Envisioning the future. So I just want to point out that this is the same individual over here. This is the same male over here. So there could be a masculine here, a divine masculine, who may have created a lot of instability. I keep hearing, you love me when I was unstable. Never judge me when I was unable to love myself, to trust myself. So divine feminines, you are a light to so many. You are a light to your divine masculine as well. And I know this is going to be difficult for you to hear, because I know you're just sick and tired of even having to give and share your energy, even in that way, even psychically or spiritually, where you just want to withdraw from the world and you don't even want to give and share your light, spiritually speaking, psychically speaking, even in your dream space, because you've cut them off. Even psychically, you've cut them off. I am seeing a separation here in terms of a twin flame journey as well. This is what I'm seeing here. There's been an ending, there's been a double ending for you and this individual here. But this divine masculine is actually getting the illumination and understanding that they have themselves put themselves in mental anguish as well, and are healing as well. But they've also put themselves in a trap. We're not talking about divine masculines at this time. Mary Magdalene is saying you need to focus on yourself here, your own journey. Divine feminines, you're needing to focus on having empathy and compassion for yourself, not your divine masculine at this time. Of course you can, yes, but the focus needs to be turned on you. This reading, this video is about shining the mirror on you, shining the phase of the moon towards you, the light, the illumination, which comes through spirituality. To be in the world but not of this world. Divine feminines, you are not of this world. You come from Venus. You are a completely different breed. You come from a different planet. And that's what makes you so magical. That's what makes you so incredible. That's what makes you so attractive. There's lots of people that want your attention as well. People are coming in and they want your attention. They want your love. They want to give your love. They want to give love to you. Sexually as well, you know. But these people are not worthy of your time and your energy. They're just not worthy of it. But there is a divine masculine here is finding the light and understanding. They're gaining wisdom and they're understanding that they need to make a change, and they're going through a difficult time at this time. You can give them love at a distance, yes, but your own umbilical cord needs to be connected to yourself here. This divine masculine is trying to connect with you, spiritually, psychically speaking, and you're just not letting them. which is needed at this time. This is divinely orchestrated. This divine masculine is getting the understanding and wisdom that they want to travel towards you, they want to move things towards you, and they're envisioning a future with you. They want to work with you, they want to collaborate with you as well. The Three of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps your parents or two good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self. The Three of Wands does talk about community as well, tribe, people working to get together towards a greater goal here. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. There you go. So divine masculines are feeling that, but they're also divine feminines. You're putting other people's feelings aside at this time and other opinions at this time. The future is infinite, and if it is yours, and it is yours. So the future is infinite, and it is yours. We have a lot of infinity numbers here. 888. The number of 8888 has been coming up a lot in this reading, which does talk about infinite abundance. No one else can see it see through its layers of light and shadow. So you're becoming more balanced as well within your light aspect and your shadow aspect, divine feminines. Let's now have a look. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. We have falsità. You were dealing with someone or a situation that was false, that was negative, that was hiding, that was not showing their true face. Divine feminines. You've also been you're coming into yourself. You're coming into your true power here, because you've also been hiding from being your own self here, and not there's you know that feeling of lack because you're feeling of guilt if you give, that kind of thing. That's not you being in your full power. So it's time to come into yourself, really understand and learn who you are, and understand and appreciate who yourself and love yourself without having to get that from other people. Acknowledgement, appreciation from other people. So you yourselves have also been hiding as well. You may have been judging your divine masculine as someone who has been hiding their true selves, but you yourself have also been denying that too. But I do see that there is something here where there has been a false situation here. I do see that there is a karmic situation here with Quattro di Quadri, which is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles does talk about holding on. Let's see if I can see what Kim Krantz says. Possession and control. So I see that there is a karmic situation here where someone may have been holding on to someone or a situation because they were trying to gain control and possess them. We have number 16, which in the major arcana is the Tower card again. So someone is also, divine masculines are having a realization as well, double Tower card. Drastic changes need to be made and changed because they were dealing with someone who were very possessive, wanting their money, their attention, all of that kind of thing. And we have 80, number 8 again. This was a karmic soul relationship or karmic soul situation, but it wasn't a high vibrational one. A karmic soul relationship, this is very devilish energy, It seems like it's divine, but it's not. And then we have marriage here underneath that, commitment. So you may have been married to this person. This person, divine masculine, may also want to give you a commitment as well because they're having an illumination about all of these things. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck for the... Wow, we've got the Six of Wands here underneath the bottom of the deck. So the Six of Wands is all about victory, winning. You will get your victory, divine feminines. I can't say exactly who it's going to be with, but you will at one point. This could be the person that you thought of. Wow, Father of Wands just split the deck here. So this could be someone, someone who is very determined to have you, someone who's highly attractive, someone who could be your divine match, someone who is going within here in order to find the details. Could be, again, we have the High Priestess here. You already know who this is. You already know who this is. Mother of Cups. This is your energy as well, very compassionate, very loving, very caring. But you're about to cover up, the swan could be significant to you as well. You're about to cover up your heart for a time being in order to give love back to yourself here with l'amante. And we have the Six of Pentacles here. There's someone who is wanting to give back to a connection here and balance out the connection to a Mother of Cups. Pisces against Scorpio, sure, but could also be but just someone who's very compassionate and sweet and loving and intuitive. I also just saw the Judgment card and the Hierophant. So and the Father of Swords. There is someone here who is speaks their truth in a very clear cut, kind of also brash way. Who has also blocked you as well at this time. Who's also you're not speaking at this time. But they are now seeing that they want a commitment with you, possibly. Maybe this is too little too late. Maybe this is too much too late. Truths that are being expressed too late along this journey. Right? Let's just have a look at the Psychic Tarot. No idea how long this reading is, but let's have a look at the Psychic Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the Psychic Tarot, victory and success. Yeah, victory and success. We have number 6 again. So I'm being urged to read about this, so I'm going to do that. Psychic Tarot by John Hoyland. It does talk about clarity as well, and being acknowledged by your peers, being acknowledged as well for the person that you are, who you truly are. As you come into yourself and you're knowing yourself, you're becoming more truly aware of who you are and loving yourself, but also others are recognizing that too. Good news is on the way, and here's the good news, that on its way, victory and viaggio, victory and success is coming your way. We have the 6 of Wands here, and we have the 2 of Pentacles underneath that. So someone was not transforming this connection, someone was holding back from this connection, someone was not giving back to what you were giving. Hence you retrieving, ending a connection in order to love yourself, care for yourself, and your own priorities, basically. And someone is wanting to come in order to give back to a connection. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Divine Masculine. We have quite a lot of male energy here as well. The qualities of this positive card are completion, victory, and success that often follows a difficult period. What did I say? Many people around you are very proud to see how you triumphantly came through it. They respect you and may even attempt to follow your example. What did I say about you being the light? They're following your example, Divine Feminines. You've worked hard and devoted much effort to get to this point in your life. When you've become wiser, La Vecchia Signora, and have grown in so many ways, always remember to stop and pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. You deserve it. And you are deserving of everything that you believe you deserve. Always remember to stop and pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. This card also reminds you to stay grounded. Stay grounded, Divine Feminines. Remember where you came from. Remember who you are. Remember who your star family are. Remember who your ancestors are as well. Remember what you carry in your genetics, what you carry in your DNA, your bloodlines, what you carry from other past lives as well. This is all the magic of you, I'm hearing. Remember where you came from and keep your ego in check. Don't lose who you really are. Okay? So keep your ego in check. Don't lose who you really are. Having a boundary, being able to say, I've had enough. No, I deserve better. That's good. That's okay. That's being assertive. But you are not rude. You are not spiteful. You are not manipulative. This is not who you are. So be careful with how you say things. Look, I know that I can say things that are out of pain. I can say things that are very hurtful. I'm learning not to do that. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to probably take my whole lifetime in order to learn how to do that. I can become very defensive as well, but there's a tipping point as well. It's being assertive with love, but also showing and knowing your boundaries as well without hurting someone else's feelings intentionally. That's the difference. So be careful of the words that you speak and that you write as well. But to be honest, I think how I see it is the divine masculines will understand that and know that if you have said something that's quite cutting, it's because it needed to happen in that way, so that they can actually wake up to the fact that they can't treat you in the way that they had been treating you, for example. Okay. Some things need to be said in a very clear way. Okay. Again, but without you hurting other people. This can be also done in a graceful way as well. Being clear and correct and having boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. You don't have to feel guilty of that, divine feminines. That's also stepping into your own masculinity as well, divine feminines, of being very clear and logical and correct as well. Does not make you a bad person. So please don't feel guilty about what has been said. It's past now, it's ended, okay? This victory can be used as a teaching tool for the future. There you go. I've just taught it here. I've shared it here. Realize that if you came through this challenging time, you can achieve anything. Okay, there you go. And then underneath that, we have deception and envy. Wow. Wow, people. And falsità is envy. I'm really, really shook right now, actually. I'm really kind of shaken. There are people here who are around you that really see your worth, divine feminines. They do. Whether you realize that or not, they really see your worth. They see your potential, divine feminines, okay? They see your potential. They see your worth. They want to destroy the connection that you have with someone, possibly, because they're envious of the connection that you have with your person. Again, you can't change people. You can't force people to be in a connection with you, divine feminines. That's just not how the cookie crumbles. It's not how life works. It's not how the spiritual journey works. It's about empowering people to see their worth as well, but you can't empower people. You can't give love from an empty cup here, right? And so there are people here that are very deceptive and are lying. There's envy here involved here, falsità. People that have been taking your energies as well. Someone that you've been dealing with has been false. It's been envious. With the 5 of Wands, there's confusion, there's conflict, scattered energy, disappointments, moving on from disappointments. People who are not deserving of your love. Let's have a look at deception and envy here. These could be people who are speaking badly about you as well, on account of you holding your ground and putting your sword up, putting your boundaries up. You know, when you put your boundaries up, it's amazing how people can start to see you or believe you to be something that you're not, and say, oh, well, she was always a bit of a so-and-so. Oh, she was always really rude. Oh, she was always... No, that's not the case here. Divine feminines, you are recognizing your worth here. You deserve better. You deserve better treatment from you and society. And it's also, you deserve to be seen Someone hasn't been giving you proper credit. That's what I'm hearing here. Deception and envy. Let's have a look at this card. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they are, what they appear to be. So I feel like Divine Feminines, you've been getting some red flags, and maybe you haven't been paying close attention to your intuition on these red flags. Possibly. How well do you really know the people around you? Wow. Are they telling you everything you need to know? I don't think you have. I don't think they have been telling you everything you need to know, because there's been falseness. There's been a false energy here, right? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you are aware and understand all the facts before continuing. So I see that there has been news about, or revelation about something. A truth has come out, and you needed to know this truth before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from what is rightly yours. I do see that there is a karmic person here involved here who is taking something away from you that is rightly, divinely orchestrated for you both. For you and your person. I see three people. I see three people, and I see too many cooks in the kitchen. I see there is an interference in this divine connection. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. Yeah, because you're very successful, Divine Feminines. You may also be in the public eye. You're very well known, very accomplished, very determined, diligent, strong, ambitious, beautiful. You have it all. People hate that. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Hold your vision. Yeah. Something has not turned out how you've envisioned it, with the Hold Your Vision card and the Two of Wands. Something you were fixated on has drastically changed your vision as well, or your perceptions of people or a person. And something has not turned out the way that you expected it to turn out. Because you are tapped in spiritually, and you see, you're able to read the cards, you're able to follow your instincts, your intuition. You have other healers as well that are saying the same things that you are perceiving as well, on a spiritual level as well, that you are intuiting, is that the right word? But in the physical, in the 3D, it hasn't worked out the way that you had expected it to. And sometimes I'm hearing that can be a course correction as well from spirit that's needed. Yeah. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. So someone may have moved away from this connection in order to have a connection with someone else, who ended up, they discovered that they were very toxic and taking, envious, false, possessive, using them for money, fame as well, maybe their own fame, maybe their own accomplishments. And this person had just, this Divine Masculine was also hiding this truth as well from you. But Divine Feminines, you're also having a plan B as well. You're thinking, you're planning, you're going within, you're strategizing about how you can have the future that you want to have as well. And you're also hiding this from your Divine Masculine too. Because maybe you don't want to be on this twin flame journey anymore. Maybe you want to be on a soulmate journey where you are with someone who is going to be there, who isn't going to be dipping in and out of your life, who is unsure about who they are, what they want to do, what they want to be in this world as well. Unsure about this connection, unsure about you. Divine Feminines, you want someone who is going to be stable. And you thought you saw this in your Divine Masculine. You will always be connected with Divine Masculine and on this journey, even if you end up getting married to someone else. You will always be connected to them, because yes, you have a spiritual bond and union with them in spirit, but you also have choices as well, Divine Feminines. You have many, many choices, many, many suitors who are vying, competing for your attention here, Divine Feminines. I'm just turning the cards, just one sec, because there you go, that's better. So use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. Divine Feminines, you're also protecting yourselves at this time as well. You're protecting your energies. Rest and rejuvenate. There's a need to rest and rejuvenate at this time, Divine Feminines. Go within, recover, meditate as well. Pray and heal your heart chakra as well. And there's harmony. There's a crown chakra. Look, there's harmony on account of you resting, rejuvenating, calling in your soulmate as well, calling in your soul flame, the person that people can come in. It's people's free will if they want to change themselves into understanding the power of this connection. The twin flame journey is not easy and it's not for everyone. Physical unions do take place and some just don't. Divine feminines end up being with someone else as well because their divine masculines are just not ready. They just don't want to. It's basically the divine masculines are going to be seeing divine feminines getting married to someone that they should be in their place, Divine masculines could be envisioning a future that is quite scary for them because they could be seeing that their divine feminines are going to be moving on pretty quickly and moving on to a connection with someone who they could end up being married to here, where they could be having regret and thinking, well, why didn't I show my true feelings? Why didn't I say something? And it's like in the movies, it's like someone like bashing on the church door, seeing their person marry the wrong person. It's like, I'm meant to be in their place, but maybe it's just going to be too late. Maybe there's just too much too late. So I don't know. Spirit is just saying that you will always have this connection with your divine masculine. But there could be another divine masculine who is in their power, who is coming into themselves and recognizing that they want the same as you. And it's all about divine time as well. So as you rest and rejuvenate your energies, divine feminines, you meditate and you go within, you're also going to be healing your heart as well. I feel like a lot of you have gone through heartbreak as well. I mean, I know I have. And you're gaining spiritual strength as well. You're going within as the hermit that you need to be in order to find the light and come into your psychic connections, understand and know the truth. You know what the truth is already. Let's have a look at the romance angels. Please, Mother Mary, please we get the messages that we need to hear about this reading, Divine Feminines. Thank you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Some of you have done this, and some of it, and it just didn't pan out. It didn't. Some of you have expressed your love, and it just didn't work out the way that you not hoped or expected, but it took a drastic turn. So there could be someone who is wanting to express their love to you. I don't know. Let's see. Time will tell is what I'm hearing here. Thank you, Mother Mary. We have true love. There is a true love connection here. This is the romance of a lifetime. Whether it's with your divine masculine or not, this could be someone else who could be stepping in, who could actually be stepping into their own true self, their own divine masculinity, who is ready, or your divine masculine at this time who is not ready, is not being able to step in, who is choosing not to step in to their own divinity, their own sense of truth, their own sense of who they are, may be ready sooner or later. But it's up to you whether you want to wait. I don't see you waiting, really. But there is, regardless, in your future, there is true love coming. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. There's also a dog here as well. There's loyalty in this connection. There's a loyalty in a connection. In a true love partnership, there is loyalty. There's equal reciprocation, equal give and take here. There are efforts. People are going to be more faithful, and they're going to make the effort to express to you how they truly feel. And someone could be healing family issues. You could be healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Some of you are also doing that right at this time. Forgiving your mother, and particularly forgiving your parents at this time. There you go. New love, bottom of the deck. So regardless, Divine Feminines, you are going to be experiencing a new love, a new journey in love. I can't say whether it's the Divine Masculine that you're connected to at this time, whether they'll be transforming and transmuting themselves and transmuting their energies, being the person that they need to be for themselves, and they end up seemingly look like they seem like they are a new person as well, or whether this is a new person who is expressing a new love. It's a new partnership. I don't know. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. It's gonna differ for all people. Some of you, this could be the same person that you're dealing with. And there's soulmate at the bottom of the deck here, because they're your soulmate, because they are your twin flame. Again, this could be a twin flame journey ending and a soulmate coming through here as a new love potential. I don't know. It's very undecided at this time. Playfulness, recapture romance, allow yourself, your inner self, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So Divine Feminines, there's a need to shine and have fun as well. There is new love, there is a soulmate, there's making efforts, there's true love, there's healing as well involved here. I do see that, but I don't know. Long reading. Let's have a look at the Fin de siècle, Kipper by the Kipper, by Ciro Marchetti. This is a new deck, by the way. Ciro Marchetti. Okay. Fin de siècle. Let's see who this Divine Masculine is. I feel like you're asking Divine Feminine, so I need to just... Grand honneur. So great honor, number 25. True honor, someone who's going to be honoring you this time. 25 could be significant. 5 and 2 is 7. 7 is the Chariot. 7 is advancement in the major arcana. 7 is progress. 7 is fast movement, travel, courage, diligence, knowing what they want. Someone who is very honoured, someone who is very victorious, someone who's in the public eye as well. This deck is actually in French, because it's the only one I could find. So it's in French here. C'est grand honneur. Ces cartes illustrées des canons servant à tirer des salves d'honneur. Okay, la carte grand honneur, succès et réussite. So this card augurs success and overcoming obstacles as well. Yeah, this also does talk about accomplishments in society as well, success in society, success and celebration, being celebrated, being a celebrity as well, right? Being known for your achievements, being in the public eye. depending on the question, it describes more or less that you have succeeded in something, and with great privilege, okay, with great honor. And surmounting difficulties as well. Okay, so with the La Maison, paired, if the card of the Maison, the house, comes through, can talk about movement towards a new home as well, possibly. Some of you, especially here with destruction, the Tower card, I say that there could be moving into a new home, possibly in your future. Divine Feminines, please. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Jurisdiction, yeah. Just judgment. Jurisdiction. Jurisdiction. Some of you definitely are going through a divorce or a separation as well. And I would also say this is like the judgment card. Number 330 pairs down to the Empress as well. The Empress is number 3. So Divine Feminines, you are probably going through a divorce, a separation, in a relationship as well. And this is spiritually orchestrated, I would say, personally, as a reader. Number 30, nous voyons ici en scène de déroulant devant le tribunal. Okay. Devant l'homme de loi se tient en couple manifestement pas à l'aise, mais plutôt angoissé. So there could be some sort of anguish as well. We talked about anguish. But there is something here that is going to be clarified very clearly, without emotions here. And maybe this was expressed beforehand. Inquiétude quand on l'attire. So there's been unsettling energy here. Remember, it's not quiet, it's not peaceful. There's nervous energy here, scattered energy here with the 5 of Wands as well. So when we pull this card, there's an energy of, upset, moving on as well. Ces cas peuvent apparaître en général quand il s'agit d'une consultation. Elles symbolisent des personnes compétentes chargées de donner des conseils, tels que médecins, notaires, avocats ou thérapeutes. There could be something about asking for help from a healer here with this card, help from medicine, someone from a doctor, and that a lawyer, a therapist as well during this time of difficulty and of unrest as well. So that's coming through here, especially here with Virgo card does talk about a healer. Some of you could be getting healing as well. We did have the High Priestess as well, showing her face as well. So you could be getting a message from that. But this could be me providing you with this healing right now at this time. So sometimes the healing, it's like a bitter pill to swallow. The medicine comes through in difficult ways, painful ways. The messages come through with abstract medicine. It's like a bitter pill to swallow, this news, but it will turn out for the good regardless. Okay, so Marie Madeleine, is there anything else that we need to know right now with the Fin de Siècle? Thank you so much. So it's about the lockdowns, okay, what to, and about this healing. Bonne Dame, yeah, so this is the good woman, the great person, the older person as well, the healer, the leader. La Vecchia Signora as well, the wise woman, number 6. So this is someone who has gained wisdom. So Divine Feminines, you've gained wisdom. Yeah, décès, the coffin. So there is a death here, number 19. So that, there has absolutely massive confirmation here with these cards that you've gained wisdom and you're putting an end to overgiving here, is what I would say here. Bonne Dame. So let's have a look, number 6. Une femme mûre est distinguée, assise dans son salon. Elle donne l'impression d'être attentive et semble regarder les spectateurs directement. So this person is a woman who is very distinguished, of high honor as well, carries about an energy and air of respect as well. And she's in her own room, she's in her own place. This could be her own home as well that she's created, nurtured. Someone who has a lot of experience, who is wise, an older person as well. And she's looking directly into the eyes of the spectator here, as you can probably see, straight into. So she doesn't carry any BS. She doesn't like BS. She abhors it. So this is someone who doesn't have snidey energy with the eyes here. She looks straight into the person who she is speaking to. Ces cartes étant fait le contrepère féminin, ou féminine, de la carte numéro 5, gentleman. So this is the divine feminine, and the counterpart is the divine masculine, which is the gentleman, number 5. So we do have a divine masculine here, as I mentioned before. Elle décrit en fait une femme expérimentée, influente, suivant aussi une figure maternelle. So this is someone who is very maternal, someone who's very giving. This is a person, a figure who has these properties, is very nurturing, very motherly as well. And she has a lot of experience and is competent. A lot of competence. Avec beaucoup d'expérience et de compétences. So she has a lot of experience and a lot of competence as well. Ainsi, la signification principale de cette carte est qu'elle est enfin important, apportant son soutien au consultant. So this is the person who I'm reading for at this time, which is you, the Divine Feminine. This is you coming up in your own reading here, Divine Feminine. Comme par exemple un partenaire ou une bonne amie. So she's also a good person, a very good friend as well. La mère ou la tante. So she's either the mother or the auntie, but Divine Feminine is the Divine Feminine reading. This is you. And superior. So she is also the consultants as well. I would say someone who reads the cards. Number 6 does talk about balance, also does talk about the lovers as well. She's making a difficult decision. The Major Arcana number 6 talks about the lovers, relationships, partnerships, in love and in family as well. Number 6 in numerology does talk about healing, recuperation, and persistence as well. So she is healed. She's gone through many cycles of healing, many cycles of upset. She has a lot of experience in relationships as well, and she's currently healing her heart as well. Let's have a look at number 19. Very long reading. I told you this was going to be a long reading, so I hope you appreciate this, and I do hope that you're able to at least like the video as well. Thank you. So décès, so the death card, a coffin card. Nous apercevons sur cette carte un cercueil devant un vitrail. Un soleil translucide illumine les roses blanchants ornant. Okay, so there's basically a scene here where there's a coffin surrounded in a luminescent lighting. It's very somber lighting. There's some white roses, which could be significant to you. There's illumination around this coffin here. And so this person, Divine Feminine, you're being illuminated by this light that comes through the truth, the light. The sun is the truth, right? The sun is also the soul. Your soul has been speaking to you, and the sun, the light, the truth has come out, and it's illuminating itself on this ending, okay? So, cette carte symbolise un adieu. There's symbolism of a goodbye, for example, of a person, a bad habit, ancienne habitude, et des idées ou à des souhaits. So even wishes and even bad ideas, negative mindsets. I'm just reading, one sec. Yes. So it says here, ces cartes peut nous indiquer, sorry, I haven't spoken French in a long time, que la personne concernée passe une phase de séparation ou de transformation. So exactly what I was saying. So this person, divine feminine, is you're going through a phase of separation. You're going through a phase of transformation, which is double clarified by the death card here. Décès symbolise aussi tout ce qui est dans l'obscurité et peut ainsi avoir une signification négative. Okay, so this can be a symbol of negativity as well, something that's been obscure as well, something obscure. Elle peut aussi symboliser la nuit en tant que telle. So this is also symbolism of the night as well. I would say also the dark night of the soul. Bottom of the deck, we have voyage as well, voyage again. So we have double voyage here. So we have 2 cards on voyage, of travel, of viaggio. So I would say that there is movement towards true love here, movement towards a completion and a new beginning here with number 10, I would say. So this also does look like a divine masculine energy here. Divine masculine who is traveling, either moving away. This could be you, divine feminines, who you are moving away, you're getting on your train, you're about to move, or you've moved already. You've left disappointments in your past, and you're moving on. I would also say that there is a divine masculine here who's getting the understanding and illumination, awareness, wisdom as well, that they need to travel, make moves as well. Number 10. So this train's about to leave. L'homme qui attend a plusieurs bagages avec lui. So this person also has luggage with him. Ces cartes symbolisent un départ et apparaît toujours lorsqu'on voyage. So this train is about to leave, and this person knows that there's going to be a departure. This also symbolizes movement, optimism. This card also talks about optimism, ou l'esprit de conquête, the conquest. Conquête is conquest, I would say. So the spirit of adventure, spirit of movement, spirit of conquest, spirit of desire, spirit of victory as well. So dans une situation un peu moins favorable, ces cartes peuvent signifier un fruit en avant inconsidéré. Okay, this also talks about a fruit that wasn't considered beforehand. And I would say that this divine masculine is now recognizing the divine feminine's worth here. Yeah, and we have number 777, number 11, which is the fortune card. And they're seeing this person, they're seeing the divine feminine's worth. This is a confirmation, yeah, that this divine masculine is seeing the divine feminine's worth. Just underneath that we have jeune fille riche. So this is very like Jonna Fanciulla energy, very young maiden, very young, fresh, lovely, single person as well. And they're recognizing that they've could have lost it all as well. They've bargained on the wrong bet here, is what I'm seeing here. So let's just have a look at the I just want to see the Beyond Lemuria deck now. Just want to see the Beyond Lemuria deck. Sorry, one sec. They're also telling me to look at the Island Wellness as well. This is a very lengthy reading. I really hope you are appreciating the length of this reading, and that it's giving you lots of insights and comfort as well. But before we look at these cards, just want to have a look at the Island Wellness, Island Time Wellness. So, okay, camera, Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So Divine Feminines, you're learning from your past. You're making memories as well. Some of you are gaining a new perception as well, Divine Feminines. You're learning from the past, you're reminiscing as well. You could be reminiscing about the past, which is perfectly normal when you go through heartbreak, separation, divorce as well, painful endings as well. Okay. And what you're reminiscing about is, yeah, you're over in your head, replaying events, your outdated thinking as well. Cassette, you've had this negative mindset about yourself on repeat for quite some time, and you've been holding on to the idea of feeling guilty about giving, over giving as well, feeling guilty about giving to yourself, I mean. And you're going over the motions in your head. I feel like you're really in your head at this time. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. You may have experienced that already with this person, or someone as a strong potential for that. There is a need to heal and open your heart. Someone is wanting to give you unconditional love. There's also giving and receiving of affection, falling in love. Your new phase does talk about giving and receiving of affection, kissing, opening your heart. In this new phase of your life, you're going to be having reciprocation. Someone is going to be very loving, caring, sweet, and tender. Yeah, because you are soulmates. So we have the soulmate card again in a different deck. Divine Feminine, soul connection, partnerships, agreement, soul contract. You know, you have a soul contract with someone. You may have a soul contract with your Divine Masculine in this lifetime where you are needing to separate at this time, and maybe you'll come together, maybe you won't. I'm not sure. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, maybe you'll come together, maybe you won't, maybe you'll move on with another person. It's kind of up in the air here. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting. So you're hesitant about a surprise invitation, you're hesitant about moving forward, you're hesitant about love, you're hesitant, Divine Feminines, about moving forward. You know, there could be a surprise love coming through. We did have express your love, true love, soulmate, new love, making the effort, passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally and have fun. So there's a need to have fun, there's a need to, you know, be playful. Yeah, you feel stabbed in the back, Divine Feminines. You feel very stabbed in the back. Heartbroken. Pain, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. I do feel like, what is the shocking attack about? Yeah, the separation is look, there it is, the snake. The separation, you're heartbroken because you've really put efforts into this connection. And there's competition, there's that snake, there's the karmic energy that I was picking up on. There's competition, enemy, clever, malicious, looking over your shoulder, the other woman. You could have been dealing with someone who was dealing with someone else, who was very competitive and who was very jealous of you, here with the envy and jealous card and the Five of Wands that came up earlier. And you're heartbroken because you're sad that someone else is feeling sad and is missing you as well. Thinking about you, yearning as well. They're unsure of the future, you're unsure of the future. They realise that they've stabbed you in the back. You feel stabbed in the back, you feel heartbroken. Okay, well, let's have a look at the Beyond Lemuria deck. I haven't used these cards, so they're completely new cards. So let's have a look. So we've got this, and then we've got one more card to follow. One more oracle card. Thank you. So, Mary, please can we get a card for the Divine Feminines to pretty much close out this reading? Thank you for the Divine Feminines, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. Thank you so much. You've got 2 cards, okay? So, Soul, Star, Chakra, merging with the Divine. Wow, look at that card. I'll read the card as I'm showing you the card. It's very pretty. I feel like these cards beyond Lemuria, they are like mandalas. So if you take a screenshot of it and meditate on the card, maybe you can have it as a screensaver for your phone. It's going to really help you heal. It's like a meditation symbol, a meditation card that you stare at, and it helps recalibrate your chakras as well. So Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscope wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpse the greater dream. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously right now across multiple dimensions. Okay, that's a really beautiful message. And then we have this card here. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is an amazing card. There's an infinity loop. This is amazing. Okay, have a look at that. Do the same as well. Take a screenshot. Harmonic flight. Harmonic flight. This powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another, and our armor drops. When we meet another being present in the moment with no stories, judgments, or insecurities, when we harmonize our energies with another, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute fear. Put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. They may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. Wow, people, this is incredible. This talks about divine love and closing out karmic cycles and karmic situations and people. There is no information or booklet about this, so what has been said has been said. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Shine your light. It says shine your light here. So no one can do you as you can. Okay, they're telling me to look at them. Show you, there you go. Shine your light. Divine Feminines, this is you, okay? Shine your light. No one can do you as you can, yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. Okay? I'll just repeat that. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. I'm so amazed by this reading. Tending to our own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. I said about you can't give from an empty cup. You need to tend to your own needs, Divine Feminine, right now. It is time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth. Starting with our inner sense of being, you are a sovereign being. Regain compassionate empowerment and remember what lights up your world. It's Divine Feminine. This is you. Amazing. Wow, I love that. I kind of feel like I want to end it there. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. I'm just sort of seeing whether I should get one more. Let's get one more. Let's get the messages of life. Okay, so let's get a message, one more card. Messages of life from what's his name? Mario Dugai. Okay. One more card, please. Just close out the reading. Okay. 2, 3. Oh my gosh. 3. Okay. Stand tall and strong. Today I choose to remain positive. I face all of my challenges with strength and courage. That's the 888 that I mentioned earlier. I will not be denied or turned away. I do not allow myself to be carried away by negative thoughts. I stand tall and strong and live each moment in joy and peace, leaving my future in God's hands. I believe in life because life believes in me. That is a message for you, Divine Feminines. That is so beautiful. Have faith in your future. Stand tall. Be courageous. Be strong. Give it to God. Let go and give it to God. I am light. We had another card about light here. Shine your light. I am light. Be the light that you are. Be the light worker that you are. Shine your light, Divine Feminines. I am light. Today the light is within me. The light surrounds me. The light protects me. I remain light-filled and joyful, regardless of what circumstances arise. Wow. I am a diamond shining forth in all my splendor. What did I say? I'm worthy of the divine within me. Beautiful. Okay, can't make it up. Cards are speaking. One more. Everything changes. Oh, I can't believe this is amazing. There's a new path as well, if you can see that. Everything changes. A soft light radiates from my heart. That's the healing chakra, the heart chakra being cleared. A soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of any difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine. Wonderful. Divine Feminines, I am so amazed by this reading. I'm so grateful that I listened to my own personal intuition to go ahead and do this reading for you all. This has been an incredible reading. If you would like to donate to the channel, you know, your donations help actually get me new decks to help the channel. So these new decks that I've been getting for you as well are part of this whole giving and taking journey as well. If you feel like this message resonates, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for your private messages, your private readings as well. And take care of yourselves, beautiful souls.